Welcome everyone. We're going to be talking about how to conduct and manage your business virtually. And obviously we're going to be showcasing Chime because that's how I do it. And I have nothing else to show you when it comes to that except Chime. So let's get right into it. Jessica, I did shave a little bit. So thank you for noticing. Appreciate that. And with us, we've got Andrew Wardle. He's pretty much the founder of Chime, but does not have that title.
He did all the heavy lifting.
He's been there from like day zero. And then obviously we've got Randy Carroll, a friend of mine, used to work for a different company, but now he works for the better company, Chime. So welcome, Randy.
I upgraded.
You did upgrade. You upgraded your software, baby. So let's do this, Andrew. The last time we did this, it was Chime's first time launching YouTube's connection so that we could do virtual open houses and virtual tours. And also you connected it to Facebook. We were able to connect it to Facebook. And those were brand new. I mean, I think it was week 1 that we did this. And now we're into COVID-19. We're deep into COVID-19 now. So yeah. Show us what's changed. And now that agents have been able to use this more, show us what we can do, because I'm excited to see what I can show my agents and say, hey, look, you haven't been doing this. You've been slacking. Let's do this.
It's time to do this now.
Yeah. Do you want me to start here, Randy?
Yeah, man. Go right ahead. I'll say hi to Naz. What's up, Naz?
Okay, cool. So I'm sharing my screen now. I'm hoping you're seeing that.
I'm seeing it, buddy. I'm seeing it.
Beautiful. Okay, so where I first want to take us is over to the landing page section, because this has been something that's been a really hot topic as of late. A lot of people have been asking about this. First of all, the ease of use for building these landing pages, but also using them to promote properties and to get those virtual tours, those live virtual tours going and promoted. Okay. And so what I've done here is, what I want to show you is how simple it is to create a new landing page and to incorporate that Facebook, YouTube. We've even included here about a month and a half ago, Zoom. So for those people that are now Zoom experts, which it seems like there's a lot more now, you can do a Zoom meeting. You can Zoom stream straight from Zoom if you want.
I love that, dude. I think every real estate agent is a Zoom expert now.
I know.
18 months ago, did any realtors even know what Zoom was? I mean, was that not the antithesis of real estate?
Dude, people were wondering how we streamed into Facebook every time. So I'm like, oh, we use Zoom. And now it's like second nature.
And as you know, I've been doing these demos for quite some time, but it did shift from agents just waiting for me to call them for a demo to now they're emailing ahead of time saying, hey, are you going to send that Zoom link? Right? That's all been a shift in the past like 4 months.
And you know, guys, I took for granted that I've been using Chime for a while. So there's a really, really valid question. And I don't know which one of you want to take this on. Just make it like a minute or less. Yeah. William says, for those of us that are not familiar with Chime, please give us an elevator speech. Thanks. And that's like right on point. Thanks, William. I took it 100% for granted. Sorry, man.
I'd be happy to take that one.
Sure, buddy.
Randy.
Hey, lead the way. I love it.
Okay. So Chime is an all-in-one, fully integrated with your MLS platform to where you get a really nice website for your customers to do a full search of all available properties. Everything that happens there on that website is then pushed over to your CRM. So from within the CRM, you're able to track, nurture, and manage all of your leads.
You got it.
Above and beyond that, we were created first as a mobile app. And so our mobile capabilities are second to none, to where you're getting push notifications when there's a new opportunity that has just come up. You're getting notified when a new lead comes in. And it doesn't matter where that lead comes from. Zillow, Realtor.com, Facebook, those are all going to come into one central location. From there, we've got automation built into the system, so you can pre-plan what you want to go out to people when they've engaged in a certain level of activity on your site. But we've also got an element of artificial intelligence, right? That's kind of a buzzword right now. that AI is actually going to engage your customers who are on your website to start getting that conversation going, qualify that customer for you, and even show relevant properties to what that customer is looking for. So that it's true AI using Google's AI platform. And so that's going to help you be more efficient in what you're doing with your business. So really we're tying in website, CRM, artificial intelligence, automation. We even have lead generation. That's all under one umbrella, one platform, which is the key to making it all work really well, is having it all under one login, essentially.
I love it. That's a really good summary. The other thing that you forgot to mention is that above all, CRM in like a complete all-in-one, there's nothing better. You didn't mention it because you work for the company. I don't. But because I've tested them all out, I can tell you hands down, there's just nothing better on the market currently. This is like the Ferrari or Lamborghini or Bentley or Rolls Royce of all of the all-in-ones, hands down. So I know you guys won't say it, so that's for me to say. But let's get into the landing pages, because this is one cool thing that you guys just created that really helps us. Now that we can't do open houses, for the most part, half the country can't do real open houses. We have to rely on this. And meeting our clients has been a little more difficult for some people, right? And this is where this stands out to me. So let's get right into it and how you think we should use it.
Okay. Yeah, so this is really, really simple. I'm going to show you how easy it is to create a single property promotion. If you simply want to get the word out to your sphere of influence, to your database within your CRM, or use it for any advertising. So what I'm going to do to build that landing page is simply type in the address of the property that I'm promoting. I'm going to autofill that property for me, right? Because this is pulling in that feed straight from the MLS. Mm-hmm. Name that page whatever I want. I'm going to call this overview. Another important part of this is you can create a custom lead source. So any lead that's generated from this page is going to have this source tied to it. So then I can go through and I can sort my leads based on source. So if I've got 20 leads that come from this page, it's really easy to find them. So I'm going to call this Oakview Lane. All right. So all I have to do here is press save. And now it's going to build this page for me based on the images that are on the MLS. That took about 3 seconds, right, for that to be created.
I did. That was pretty quick. I followed you on that.
Yeah. So all the information that's on the MLS, we're pulling that into a really easy to view and easy to digest page here, even including nearby schools and how they rank, similar homes.
That's pretty high ranking for schools. Where is this?
I believe this is in Cupertino, I think.
Oh yeah, there's Cupertino. Got it.
So part of this page, though, and the more impressive part than just how easy it is to build these pages is how easy it is to edit these pages and include any information that you want. Okay, so let's say that I've got a video walkthrough that I've done of this particular property. In fact, I'm going to go, because I created one of these just a little bit ago.
And while you're looking for them, Andrew, you can create whatever domain name you want for these and then just forward it directly to that landing page, right?
That's correct.
All right.
Yep, absolutely. So right here, I've got a video block that I can include if I want to. And so by simply double clicking on here or clicking the edit button, I can insert any YouTube video that I want. In fact, I'm going to grab a link here so you can see how simple it is to add those videos.
I love that, dude. Did you create this on your spare time?
Yeah, about 3 seconds of my spare time. So I just found a YouTube video that I'm going to include on here, and there it is.
Oh, that was easy.
Okay, so this is a video that you created obviously earlier that day or that week of a walkthrough of this property, and now it's available here for your customers to view when they see this single property promotion come through. So really simple to include that. if you want to include something like, for example, a mortgage calculator, then you grab that block and then you can drag it right to where you want.
No, perfect. That's super easy as well.
So, and not that you have to include a mortgage calculator on a single property promotion, but what I'm showing you here is how easy it is to customize the layout of these pages. It's really, really slick, and it's all drag and drop. And so that's something that when I
somebody is loving this in the chat box, and they're also asking, is there an Uncle Tristan discount?
Of course.
A link and you'll find out.
That's so good.
Yep, and I'll tell you all about that because Tristan here a couple months ago negotiated a great rate for all lab coat agents. So I can tell you all about that if you want to discuss it at a time, because a lot of it depends on the number of users you have, what you want included, what you want to exclude. So we can talk details for sure.
Really quick, Andrew, before you shift over to show the virtual tours for Facebook and YouTube, like the live ones. I want to go through these quick questions and answer them so they don't get backlogged. Amanda Smith, are inactive landing pages saved in Chime for future reference? Yes.
Absolutely.
All right. Next one. Jessica Morrison, does Chime allow hosting for 3D photos and videos?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. So Matterport, any of the leading 3D tours that you want to include, if it's on the MLS, we'll be able to pull it in automatically when you create that landing page.
I actually got an example of that for one of our clients if you wanted to show it.
If you want to look for it on the back end while you're looking for things, while I answer these other two questions, William says, does it have to be my listing? Can I market another agent's but drive traffic? Definitely you can. It just depends on your brokerage. Some people say, well, look, ask your brokerage, ask the other brokerage, depending on where they're at. But you also have to remember when you're marketing the IDX, it's everybody else's listings. So there is that. Just depends on your comfort with that. Laura, how long should you take for forced registration? Usually, that's up in the air. Andrew, what are your stats on that, man?
Yeah, so we actually have done a lot of studies to figure out what has the highest click-through rate. The highest effectiveness, honestly, is right from the beginning.
Yep.
When they first get to the site. That's what we found works the best.
You know why? There's psychology behind that, because I'm looking, and then you pop something up, I'm pissed off. I'm like, I'm leaving. But if you do it from the very beginning, you get it out of the way, right? And people forget that you're training them from the very beginning on how it is that it's going to work here. Every time you go, you have to log in. That's it. David says, do you customize to specific brokerages? Yes, they customize to mine. So we were all good.
We make it really simple to switch around anything on the website that you want, your logos, color schemes, graphics, background, videos, images. You can personalize that all specifically to the area that you're in and to your brokerage.
Very true. All right, dude, let's get to the good stuff, or at least more good stuff.
More good stuff. Well, and to show you this, I'm going to stay here on this page that I've just created, right? It's piggybacking from what we've already looked at.
Okay.
Let's say that something I want to include on this property promotion is a live link. Okay. So
okay.
You're going to see our Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and our favorite Zoom. Okay. So you can pull in any one of those tools, and I'm going to do a Facebook Live tool here. And again, drag and drop.
So hold on, you have 3 here.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have 3 before when we first talked, right?
It's because we just added Zoom.
Okay, got it. Yeah, you mentioned that. I missed it in my head. Okay, so now you have 3. All right, Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Zoom. Obviously, Zoom is live. Here's the thing with YouTube that I want to touch on, though. You can't do YouTube Live unless you have 1,000 followers or subscribers, right? So just note that. And I didn't know that until I got 1,000 subscribers. They're like, hey, guess what? I'm like, oh, got it. So just note that. But other than that, Facebook Live and Zoom are probably where most people are going to go anyway.
Yep. You can include multiple if you want.
That's awesome.
Okay. So once you've dragged that block in for that Facebook Live event, then and Tristan, you walked us through this before. I don't know if that's something you want to do again today.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
As far as creating a Facebook Live event, that's another webinar series that.
Well, I think I could show really quick how to do that so people understand the power of Facebook, just in case they've forgotten they want to run it through, because what you create on the back end on Facebook is going to show up here, and you're going to be able to do it through Premiere. So let me share my window really quick. I'm going to stop participating with yours, grab mine. And so we're going to go really quick. This shouldn't take more than 5 minutes just to show you. I'm on my main page on Facebook. And what we want to do right here is you could just go to your page. You could click the little drop-down menu here. If you've got a few, you'll find it. If you've got a ton like me, it may take a while. You could just type it on the top. But the one I'm looking for is Tristan and Associates, right? So there I am. That's my main business page for our real estate team. And so right here is where I'm going to create the video, right? Make sure it's the page, because I know some of you have groups. And if you type in the group, it won't show up here, right? You could also go on the side here. It says events, right? You can create an event as well, and it can show up here. But this is my favorite thing, because you could do it as a premiere. If you were to upload, let me see if I can grab a random video that I've got, a really short one. You know, since you guys like espresso, I did a promo for espresso. I'm just going to grab that one right there. All right, there. That was a promo I did for them. But this one I'm going to title Malibu Listing on the Beach, okay? And that's the title. The description is going to be something along the lines of how amazing it is, blah, 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 blah. Amazing. All right, we got that. Now, we can add subtitles right here. You don't have to. You don't want to. Great. And then you can add other things as well. I'm waiting for it to upload, you see, and I chose a minute video so that I could upload pretty quick. But now I'm done here. It's going to go to next. Now, Facebook's looking for some things here, and these are extremely important. Number one, it wants a 3-minute long video because it wants people to stay on Facebook longer, especially if it's a virtual tour that I'm doing through Facebook here that I'm going to run through Chime. I want people to stay there a little while. So maybe a 4 to 5 minute video is ideal, so they can look through the home and rewind it, fast forward, and do whatever they need to do. Video descriptions there. Tags, I didn't do any tags, but just as important, and almost the most important, HD video. You don't want this grainy crap that people can't watch, right? So that's really important here. Now here's the secret. Here's the one you want to use so that you can drive people to your website or to Facebook if you're not using the website, and that's the Premiere button. The Premiere button is the key. Now I can say, well, I want to premiere this on Saturday at 11 a.m. Well, not 11:22. There it is, 11 a.m. And I can take it an extra step further. If I have a designed graphic for this listing, I can add an image. Now I click schedule. I grab that link. I don't want to schedule it because then I have to delete it. I don't want to go through that. But I click schedule, grab that link, and that's the link I use to paste to Chime. Can you show me, Andrew, where I would paste that link? I'm going to stop sharing right there. That was pretty easy, right? Stepwise, Premiere. All right, good. Andrew's going to check what I can do here. Now, where would I paste this Facebook Live link? Right there?
Right here.
That's it. I love that. And now when it pops up there, this is the cool thing. Remember I showed you the section on Facebook where you could add an image, right? If you have an image, then the image would populate right there saying, hey, this is the property or whatever you've got for Saturday at 11 a.m. That's going to be how you use that. And that's powerful because now instead of driving people to Facebook where they can get super distracted, once this is done, you can send this a link to your clients, whether it's your sphere, your past clients, and say, hey, join me for this premiere on my new listing, right? And that's powerful right there, because I've got this agent out here. So when I was trying to break into Malibu, Chris Cortazzo, who I have a love-hate relationship with, right? I love him because he's so freaking nice and amazing and great at what he does. And I don't like him because he's the #1 agent in Malibu, right? That's the only reason. But I love the guy, okay? And he's super sweet, so it's hard to hate him. And so when I was doing a SWOT analysis on Malibu, I realized that one thing that was lacking massively in Malibu is online presence for agents, because it's a relationship-based town, right? There's 13,000 residences, not very many. And the average price point is just a little over 3 million for all of Malibu. And so when I looked at this, I'm like, well, how can I break in? And obviously I started doing Google PPC, Facebook lead ads, and that's how I did it. But in regards to this, man, now I can drive people like what Chris does. Chris sends out an email to his whole database every time he gets a new listing. And in our area, who doesn't want to take a look at homes on the beach or with a beach view, or just so unique that they're just amazing to look at because they're eye candy? And so this is how we've been using it, right? We create these awesome videos with other information, and then we text it out to our clients. Because one thing that you haven't showed us, Andrew, because I didn't let you.
Yeah.
Once this is done, the ease to be able to text this to people. I want you to show that too.
Yeah. So once we've created this page here, or we've updated that link that Tristan showed us how to do, you bring it right here to this block. It's ready to go. Right. So this is now your page that you can send out to your database. So I'm going to jump right back here, and I'm going to show you from here, if I want to share this with my sphere of influence. Okay, let's say that I want to send this out to a specific group. I've got my group of Malibu clients, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I would have that group, and I would have 65 clients in there. Investors, I'll pretend that I want to send this out to my group of investors because this is a great investment property.
Cool.
I'm going to select that group, and there it brings up all my investors. I can go ahead. I can handpick it. Oh, do you want to say something, Tristan? Oh.
Yeah, my dog loves this. Okay, you can go ahead.
Amazing. So hand select the people you want to send this to, or select all. Now check this out. If you want to send this page to that group of people via text, then you can send it right here. This is going to autofill that link. You can type in your message, right? Type in your message, and then you'll have the option to go ahead and send it off to that.
Can you explain what variable means really quick?
Yeah.
So let's say we chose all of these people. Now we want to text them. What does that variable button do?
Yep. So when you insert a variable, basically you're taking a piece of information from that lead record. So whether it's their first name, their last name, maybe it's their email or your email or phone number. You've got different ways. Let's say right here, I want to say, hi, I'm going to insert a variable, and I'm going to say lead first name. So when I'm sending this out to a group of 45 people or a group of 3 people, what it's doing is it's generating a separate text for all of those people. So they're not going to know they were one of 45 to get that text, but they're going to see their name in there, and they're going to think, hey, this is something that is going straight to me and me only, right? And so now this text is now personalized because I inserted that variable.
Dude, I'd be like, hey, take a look at this home that I just listed. We have a virtual tour going live on Saturday. Hope to see you there.
Yep, absolutely.
Boom.
Absolutely. So you can go ahead and email that page to them, text it to them. Again, these are all your ways of bringing out those specific groups. But here's another level to this, is I can quickly share it to my social media profiles as well.
Oh, nice, dude. Now you tell me.
Yeah.
I didn't see that button before.
Yep. So by simply clicking on the Facebook post there, Here, let me go to try this here.
Let's take a look at what you've got here. Does this one got your information saved so I don't copy your login info?
I hope.
There it is. Good job. Oh, perfect, dude.
So, so now this is something I can just post right there to my Facebook feed. Anyone who clicks on that, they're going to be directed to this property's page, the single property page on my site.
I love it, dude. All right, and then I'm going to answer a couple of questions here, and then let's go in and take a look at how easy it is for Zoom, just so people understand the simplicity of it. Okay, even though it works the same as the Facebook one. All right, we got Amanda saying, could BombBomb videos be embedded? I don't know. That's a great question. Andrew?
Yeah, so when you say embedded, I'm assuming you mean with emails, because BombBomb is email. Maybe
it's two. Maybe it's two things here. Yeah. I'm assuming since we're talking about the landing pages, could that video we recorded be embedded into that landing page somewhere?
Not at this point. So we don't have the capability of bringing in that BombBomb video to that landing page, but we've got a direct integration for all of your email campaigns.
Okay.
That's where the BombBomb integration comes into play.
Perfect. So at least it's integrated into the communication we have back and forth. Mm-hmm. Got it. Good question, Amanda. Andre's got two or maybe one, but let me see. Would you send out a recording of this? Oh, yes. And Andre, I'll send this out to everybody that participated and registered, but even better, I'm going to put up the link here so you can subscribe to our YouTube channel where we're going to put this up in about 2 or 3 days. So thanks for that. And then Andre's also asking, I recently signed up for Chime, haven't had a chance to have everything set up. It would be nice if I could get a copy. Awesome. Andrew's going to call you and spend about 8 hours with you in one day just to set it all up. It's going to be amazing. Right, Andrew? I'm joking. Andrew's not going to do that, Andre. It was a joke. But they're very helpful. Jessica, what's up, Jessica? Do you have the ability to share videos in an email and text to clients both individually and in mass send without using an outside platform like BombBomb? Sorry if this has already been asked.
So when you are sharing those videos, it's going to be through either our YouTube. You can insert a source code from a YouTube video or insert the link to that YouTube video, or through BombBomb, right? So those are going to be the ways to insert those videos. We don't have the recording capability to record straight into Chime. However, something to note is that with that BombBomb integration, you can record right there on your computer. You can record within Chime that BombBomb video. And so you're not having to navigate outside of Chime to record the video, then use it there. You can just record it right there within Chime, but that's via BombBomb.
Good point. 2 more questions, and then we'll go over to Zoom. Laura, what's up, Laura? Nice to see you again. Laura says that's why I've seen her before. She's a Chime user. Do you put money behind a landing page to make it an ad? Yes, we do. Let me explain that to you really shortly so that other people can understand. What Andrew took you towards here when he clicked on actions on the action section to share that onto Facebook, his Facebook business page is connected to this Chime account. So what happens is once it posts, you can go in there and then either on Ads Manager or just to simplify it, click on the boost button on your Facebook page. I would put around $10 behind it. And once you boost it, it does give you the option to do that radius, 15 miles or less, wherever you want to go. And then sometimes you can pick a couple of different terms to narrow down who you're targeting, even on boosting. So that's how I would do it. I would probably keep it to about $10 a day or less just to test it out. And I would, going up to the premiere, let's say the premiere is on Saturday, I would probably start around Wednesday and do $10 a day up until Friday evening or Saturday morning. It does take, remember this, it does take an average of about 15 hours for Facebook to approve this. So just make sure that you know that. So if you're going to run it, start already on Tuesday so that it can be ready by Wednesday. But great question. I would definitely do it. Do you guys have anything to add on that one?
I do. Yeah. So in markets where this is allowed or legal, you can do pocket listings. right? So this doesn't have to be a listing that's already on the MLS. If you know that a listing is coming and you want to create a single property promotion for that listing that's not even on the MLS yet, you could get that built out and start boosting that on Facebook, right, before it's actually on the MLS or even live. So then that process of waiting for that to get approved, it doesn't bite you in the butt, because there's it's already been on the market for a full day before it even shows up as a boosted listing. So that's an option you have as well, is to create a pocket listing ahead of time and get that ready to go before it's even on the MLS.
True. Actually, we're doing that today with a listing we just got in Malibu. So today was day one, so we already started the process. So
awesome.
We can't do the coming soon, but we can do, hey, it's new. So there's that. JC Higgs has a really good comment here. Our state has restrictions on sending out mass text messages. Can't do. A good point, JC. What I would recommend in that case is just do one by one. Anyways, your lists for, let's say, your past clients or your close sphere or investors, it shouldn't be like thousands of people anyway. What you're trying to do is just trying to give them value through doing this one at a time if you have to. And it's important to text, because, guys, what are the stats on people opening up text? 90% of texts are opened throughout. That's insane. So I would still do it one at a time.
Yep. And I'm showing you here how easy it is to do that. I mean, from within your database, just type in the name of the person you want to send that to. Just type it in, and now you can go ahead and just text that page off to that one person.
I love it, dude. I love it. All right, let's get into the simplicity of using Zoom, because on Zoom, when I go on Zoom and create a meeting, it gives me a date and time, and it also gives me a link, right?
Yeah.
So I'm having some cool ideas on what we can do here, but I want you to go first, because we've been running this for a little while here.
All right. So same type of process, right? I produced a video, right? This is a pre-recorded video. It's there. If I want to go ahead and include a Zoom live block, then here's all my options to include on that page. Go to the live option here, Zoom. I'm going to drag this onto the page. And then this is how I can configure that Zoom meeting. Okay. So the meeting ID, once you've created that event, right? So people can log in at the time of the event.
Yeah, dude. I think with a Zoom meeting, what you could do, if you want to do it live, you can have a little bit of a variety here. Number one, can you hear me clearly by any chance? Yeah, everything's good. Okay, good. I thought I heard a little static. I'm sorry. One thing that you can do here, besides the regular virtual tour, right? You go live, maybe you're alone inside of the home. What I recommend is maybe inviting the owner to do this with you and saying, come with me and the owner as we tour this home, right? So now just do me a favor, make sure the owner knows how to use their iPhone correctly, right? As they're going through the home, right? Because you don't want to have, you want to do a test run before. And so once you're done, then the owner could be totally on this, when you could be asking the questions. And let's say Randy's the owner. Randy's going to take me through his home and be like, all right, Tristan, I'm in the yard. You see over here, we put that pool in about 7 years ago, and we love the pool because of awesome, right? Then we go over here, and now all of a sudden you add a different touch to it, because people can connect with that owner and start asking questions that the owner can answer. And it's just that's a lot more genuine than just doing it the other way. So that's just added value.
Absolutely. Yep. And here's an important thing to know as well, especially with Andrea. She chimed in. Hi, Andrea. Hope you're doing good. She said, hey, I don't know how to use everything yet, because she did just sign up here just recently. We've got so many tutorials built into this thing. Our customer success team, each user on Chime has a customer success manager that they can schedule a timeout for extra trainings if they need it, or extra help. But we've got so many tutorials built into this thing that walk you through how to do those things as well. And so if it's 2 o'clock in the morning, you can't sleep, and you just want to figure out how to do this Zoom live event, you've got those options. They're all built right into the system, very accessible.
Very true. Great point. Great point. And then I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, so you can tell me how to do it if you can. But it's
Randy.
No, Randy. Is that right? No, no, I wish.
Hard D.
It's Sepper. I'm just going to say Sepper, and I apologize if I didn't do it right. But Sepper, got a good question. Do you do a property tour through Facebook Live and save the video before adding the link to this page? What's the best way to promote an upcoming Facebook Live open house? Sepper, there's two parts to this. One is I'm going to send you a link to show you how to do this on Facebook alone, just because there is that feature, and through Zoom on my YouTube page. And the other part is you can always run this live on Facebook, and if it's on your business page, it stays there. So you can always grab that link and put it on to wherever you need to put it on, or download it as a separate link and then upload it to YouTube, right, as well. So you can do it a variety of ways. We're just showing you how to do it live here, but this can certainly be something that's pre-recorded, and you could just say, hey, tune in at this time and this day to see it. Right, Andrew? Anything I missed on that?
No, spot on.
It's kind of like what you have right there at the very top. Exactly what you're showing. It's a pre-recorded video, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And people like to be able to see these on demand. So after the live event is actually over, you can leave that live event that was pre-recorded, right? With that live event, leave it on your site so people can view that event at a later time. So that's always an option, that you've got to leave it on there until the house is sold.
You got it, man. You got it. Let me write this down. I'm just sending this over. Got it. All right. So when it comes to doing Zoom links and to doing YouTube links and Facebook links, this is where we would go to do the single property websites, right? And I think we've shown the ability to do that pretty easy. Anything that we're missing on these sections that you guys want to go over?
Randy, can you think of anything else that you want to make sure we hit on with these promotions?
The only thing I want to make sure we don't gloss over is the impact of having these stream through your Chime site. And Tristan mentioned it, but I wanted to highlight, when you're being able to promote these individual pages, it removes the distraction that that your leads and sphere might interact with on Facebook, right? With so much information Facebook's throwing at you. But when you're promoting these pages to your Chime database, they're coming back to your website. You have greater visibility of who actually watched it. And the focus is on the actual listing promotion rather than, what notifications that person got during your 30-minute virtual tour.
That's it. That's such an important thing that is often overlooked, I think. So Randy brings up a good point here. And if you can do this routinely, right, if it's not your listings, your office certainly has listings you can do this on. And I can guarantee you that most agents are not doing this, and they do want the exposure of their property. So simply ask those agents or your brokerage and say, hey, what listings can I market? And I can do a premiere of them. Look for the ones also that are amazing to look at. That's what we do. We look at the most amazing properties and showcase those to our clientele. So there's that. There's one question here, and then you guys can go into whatever you want to next. Give me a sec. Okay, it's Sepper. I don't know if I'm saying the name right, but I love your name. I have Chime CRM only. Are any of these features part of that, or do I need to have the full Chime? That's a great question. I don't know the answer to that.
Luckily, I do.
Oh, there it is.
Luckily.
Yeah. So really the power of, the reason this CRM is so powerful is because it is IDX integrated, right? So in order for you to get all features and have all the functionality that you need, especially to do the things that we've looked at here, you need the website tied in with your CRM. Because as a CRM only, you can set up automation to follow up your leads. Those things are great. But the system is so reactionary to what's going on the website. There's a lot of triggers, the AI, building landing pages, sharing those. That's all because it's tied in with a website. And that's really one of the biggest things that separates us from many players in the game is having everything working together in tandem. Working as a CRM only, it's going to be pretty limited.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, that's why I went all the way on it. But dude, it's not even as pricey as some of your competitors. So you guys want to touch on that really quick, maybe a minute or less, so people understand the costs involved?
Absolutely. Yeah. So because you all are coming to us through the Lab Code Agents panel, we've set you up on a 20% discount. So typically the platform is $4.99 per month. And so for all Lab Code Agents, when you just make sure that you mention that you came over to us through Lab Code Agents, then your pricing is going to be $3.99 a month, and that gets you up to 3 users for the website and the CRM. Okay, so that's an important thing. So even if you're a single user, it's kind of like buying a car, right? Even though you're the only one driving, you've got those extra seats when you need them. You might have an assistant someday. You might have an extra buyer's agent that joins on. But you're getting 3 CRM logins and also 3 websites that you have access to. So even as a single agent, if you want to have a website that promotes a specific geographic area and have a second website that promotes a different area, then you've got that option because you've got those 3 seats on there.
And what's the website option only? Do you have that? Because Amanda's got a CRM already.
So we actually typically don't even separate the CRM and website. That would be an older option that we had. But the website, we don't separate that out as a single offering, kind of a la carte. It's got to be the website and CRM for you to really. And
the combo is $3.99, right?
Yeah, as opposed to
$399, obviously, right? Not $3.99.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Just making sure. Sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. All right. Do we have a link for that? We just visit Chime and just let them know that we're with Lab Code Agents.
Yep. And you also have your link, Tristan, that's specific to Lab Code Agents. So if they use that, and I believe it was sent out, I think Tessa sent it out here just a little while ago, but I'll show it again.
Perfect. Tessa, can you place that in there as well, just in case? And then I know some of you are going to have questions as to how this works, how Facebook works on the events, Premiere, and how Zoom works. Do me a favor. I'm going to put up a link, and you can watch it there, subscribe to it, and then everybody who participated here is going to receive this video already recorded in a couple of days once it's up and edited. So do that. Andrew, Randy, anything you want to add besides that? We just put up the link. Besides how amazing Chime is?
Yeah, one thing that I just realized, and I wrote it down as we were talking, is we talked about streaming those events straight to those single property promotions. Mm-hmm. Don't forget, you can also do that straight to your website, to your main page if you want. So, I mean, that live event can be sitting right there on the main page of your site.
So not just the landing page. Can you show that, please? Because I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So if you go to your website, right, this is a demo account. We have it connected to an MLS there in San Francisco area. But if this is my page and I want to make changes to this page, I can make changes to the layout, the color scheme, logos, all that kind of stuff. But maybe I've got a really hot property coming up and I want that to be right at the forefront when someone logs into my site. Yeah. It's going to be the same function or the same workflow that we looked at before with those landing pages. It's also available right here on your main page. So that Facebook Live event that we talked about.
That is so cool.
Now it's available here to stream straight to the main page of the website. So it's not limited to just a landing page. It's anywhere on your site that you want to include it. A neighborhood page, right? You want to promote a property in a hot neighborhood. Go to that neighborhood page and post that Facebook Live event there or any videos that you want.
I love it. I love it. All right, Andrew, thanks for being a wealth of knowledge. Appreciate it. Thank you. Randy, thanks for being on. Thanks for having such a difficult name to pronounce. And there are a few questions here already, but I gave them your email address, Randy, if they have any other ones. Let me put up Randy's email address there. If you guys do have any questions, feel free to reach out to Randy or Andrew or myself. Just message me on Facebook or Instagram. I'll be happy to do this again. This is recorded. It's on our Lab Coat Agents YouTube channel. Guys, thanks for being on.
As always, a pleasure.
As always a good time.
Appreciate the what is it? Atelians? I don't even know what you said.
ATLians.
ATLians.
ATLians. I gotta get you that.
It sounds like Italians.
They got great pizza.
Sounds like Italian. All right. Thanks, guys.
Y'all take it, huh?